ProbStats kids, this is Dr. Callahan with week 1 Tuesday. I hope you guys had a good first day of school. So here are your 3 questions for your warm up today, and go ahead and answer the following questions. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the assignment that you should be looking at for today. So like I said before, you should have everything in semester 2. So probability and stats S2 for semester 2. This was your assignment for Monday. We're always labeled as week 1 Monday. So today's assignment is the week 1 Tuesday. And I'm going to create the assignment right here so that way you guys have it. So I'm going to create it. And it's just going to be week 1 Tuesday. Prob Stats semester 2, Dr. Natalia Callahan. Okay, so your instruction is going to be as following. And it's just going to be, welcome to distance learning. Watch the videos on today's lesson. Fill out your guided notes. If you have questions, you can email me. Keep in mind that at home, even though we're doing this distance-wise, you need to have 55 minutes of instructions. You guys do have a different YouTube channel for semester 2. It's this link right here. And if you go ahead and click on this link, it will then take you to this video right here, where it says week 1 Monday, prob and stats. There's really just one video because we just kind of started. And so this is your first video of the second semester, but by the end of the second semester, we should have about 80 somewhat video here on this channel. So just keep that in mind. Now, the second thing that you need to know is going to be the Google Doc for this class, where you can have access to your activities, a summary of what we did for every day, and also your homework textbook assignments. So you're going to go over and click on that link right here where it says the tiny link for Google Doc. And if you take a look right here, this is the summary. So for week 1 Monday, it was just an introduction. Week 1 Tuesday, this is kind of what it looks like, and then so on and so forth. If you take a look at your homework assignment right here, you have the textbook. It's available for you right here, so that way you don't need to have your textbook available. And then any of the quizzes that we do, you also have a picture of it as to what you need to do. So this is kind of the breakdown of what you are going to be accessing for this class for your Google Doc. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and go back to the MS team. Okay, so 2 different links, YouTube channel, Google Doc. And then if you need a copy of the hard copies, you just go to B1, which is outside of my classroom, and you guys are right here at the very end where it says Prob and Stats. And here you can have access to the hard copy of the guided notes for this chapter, and then also the warm-up log. Now, if you decide not to do that, I also have a PDF attachment electronically under week 1 Monday, so you can print it at home as well. This is your schedule for the next 2 weeks. I have you guys for 5th and 6th period. And so our class for 5th period starts actually at 12:50 and it ends at 1:35. So that a lot of time is really for you to watch the video, view the assignment, so that way you check in with me, and then also upload your assignment so that way I know that you did it, so you can get the 10 points every day. Now, there are 2 things that you have to do. Number 1 is view the assignment. If you view the assignment, you don't need to go ahead and say, hey, I'm here, just view the assignment, and automatically I'll be able to see who did it and who did not do it. And that will be for your attendance. Now, to have your academic grade, you would have to go ahead and upload your assignment back onto the assignment for that day. So like, for example, today is week 1 Tuesday. If you upload your assignment with a picture of your work, you will get the 10 points for that. So 6 period prop and stats, you guys start at 140 and you end at 225. I always take attendance right around 3 o'clock every day. So if you have not checked in with me with a view on the assignment, and generally it just shows me an entire list of your names, and it tells me who has viewed it, who hasn't, and who has turned in an assignment, who hasn't. So if you go ahead and viewed it, you'll be marked present. If you have not viewed it, you're going to be marked absent. So just keep that in mind. Every day it's going to be worth 10 points. This is always due by 3:30 p.m. every day on the day that it is assigned. And there's 2 of you guys for this class, so I'm going to make sure I select the 2 classes, and then I'm just going to click on assign. And that should hopefully pop up in a few minutes. And it did right here. All right, so week 1 Tuesday, this is going to be what it is. So for week 1 Monday, as you can see, I've attached your guided notes, your warm-up log, in addition to your video for that day. I'll be doing the same thing over here for week 1 Tuesday. And with that said, I think we are actually ready to get this started. All right, so here are your first 3 questions. Make sure you guys answer that on your warm-up log. And again, if you need a hard copy, it's outside my door, or you can print it out yourself, entirely up to you. Take a look at the answer for questions number 1 and 2. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Last time I saw you guys, you went ahead and completed the About Me profile. You should have that turned in. This is the breakdown of what we're going to talk about today. So today we're going to talk about 6.2 confidence interval of mean and small mean. So that is our topic. Go ahead and take a look at the breakdown of what we're going to be talking about and we're going to be discussing about. Okay, so then let's go ahead and continue. All right, so 2 links you need for the semester is the YouTube channel, which is this link right here, and then also your Google Doc. Those are the 2 things you need. So make sure you kind of save it on your phone or on your bookmark for your laptop. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a look at your guided notes. Your guided notes, we're going to start off with objective number 11. And if you're like, where do I access the guided notes? Well, you can go ahead and find it either going to be on your hard copy, which you grab from me outside of B1, or you can go back to week 1 Monday and then just print it out yourself, which is right here. If you go ahead and click on that, it's a second attachment. This is your guided notes. And if you scroll down from it, you have all of the notes here. We're not going to get started with the notes just yet. And instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started on the objective. And your objective right here is going to get started right at this area, in this point right here. So objective 10, 11, and 12. We're skipping the first few for now, okay? And that's going to be on page 20. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with this. So for objective number 11, go ahead and read the question. And it says the stem and leaf plot shows the shoulder height of 40 male bears. Find a point estimate of the female bears. So these are the shoulder height in inches, or I'm sorry, in centimeters of male bears. All right, so looking at this part right here, keep in mind that the key is here, the line is drawn. The 4 right here is talking about in the tens place. The 9 right there is talking about the ones place. So kind of going back to third grade, 4 is in the tens, 9 is in the ones, obviously. So when you're looking at this right here, it is 49, 57, 68, 69. And as you read a 71, 71, 72, 72 centimeters, 72, etc., etc. And this right here is a stem and leaf plot, which looks like this. And it's just a good way of organizing large numbers of data, so it looks better. And also you can see that, you know, the smallest bear is 49 centimeters, the largest one is 114 centimeters, so it kind of gives you like this nice spread. And if you look at the mode of this, you should see like, well, 72 centimeters seems to be the one that's repeating the most, and so it's just a good way of organizing data and an easy way of seeing it. So if you're trying to find the mean of this is going to be x bar, which is going to be the sum over the number of bears. Okay. And so if I were to go ahead and add this together, the sum of this means that I will have to go ahead and take 49 plus 57 plus 68 plus 69, add everything all the way to 114. So you're essentially adding everything here together. So go ahead and pause the video and add everything using a calculator. Dividing by the number of bears, well, how many bears are there? It says there are 40 female bears, so that's going to be 40. So at this point, were you able to find the sum? Well, your sum should be 3,189 divided by 40. Calculate this into your calculator. And your average shoulder height of 40 male bears in centimeter should be equal to 79.725 centimeter. And that is your answer. All right, let's go on to objective number 12. Okay, it says, can you find the z-score given the level of confidence interval? So this is actually the formula. The confidence interval is equal to 1 over 2 parentheses 1 minus c. So let's go ahead and get started on the last one, which is c. Looking at this right here, zc is going to equal to 1/2, 1 minus c. Well, it's given to you that c is 60 or 96%, which if you convert it into a decimal, you just move it over 2 spaces to the left, which is 0.96. So then your zc calculation is going to be 1/2. 1/2 is the same thing as saying 0.5 times 1 minus c, so 1 minus 0.96. Grab your calculator. Let's work from PEMDAS inside the parenthesis. What is 1 minus 0.96? That's going to give you a 0.04. And then multiply that by 0.5. And your z-score with the confidence level is going to be 0.02. And that is your answer. Now that we went ahead and did letter C, I want you guys to go ahead and do A and B. So for B, you're doing the same thing. ZC equals 0.5, 1 minus 0.99. So what is your ZC score? For A, it's just ZC equals 0.5, 1 minus 0.92. What is your ZC score? So pause the video and find those two answers. All right, so you should have ZC for A is 0.04 and ZC score for B is 0.005. So make sure you guys have that correct. Objective number 13. Let's go ahead and take a look at letter B. All right, for letter B, you have, can you find the margin of error for the given values of C, S, and N? So that's given to you. So your margin of error is going to be as follows, okay? Your margin of error, so this is what I'm looking at. Your margin of error is going to be E equals ZC times S divided by the square root of N. Well, I do have S, which is 2.5 for the first one. I also have N, which is 36. But what I don't have is I don't have ZC, which is your confidence interval. Now, because I don't have that, I am given that C equals 0.90, and I did learn how to do that in the last example. So let's find the ZC. ZC is 0.5, 1 minus 0.90. So work it, you have 0.10 inside the parenthesis. Now take your calculator and multiply that, and you should find that ZC in this case equals 0.05. Now that I have that, I'm going to take this and plug it into this formula. So with this formula, I'm going to have E is equal to 0.05 times S is going to be 2.5 square root of 36. 36 is going to give me a 6, so I'm just going to put the 6 in here directly. And that's your margin of error. So let's go ahead and use PEMDAS once more. So focus inside the parenthesis. 2.5 divided by 6 is 0.417. Multiply by 0.5, E equals 0.2083. And that is your answer. Now that I went ahead and do that, I want you guys to go ahead and work on this question right here and tell me what is E equal to, but you have to find ZC first. So pause the video and go ahead and do that. All right, so your E value should be 0.015 is what you should have. All right, let's take a look at C. Can you find the margin of error for objective 1A? All right, so from 1A, it's given to you for male bears, the C value is 0.95, the S value is 2.4, and you have N equals 25, so 25 bears. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the ZC, which is 0.5, 1 minus C, which is at 0.95. If I go ahead and work inside the parenthesis, 1 minus 0.95 is 0.05. And of course, if you multiply that by 0.5, your ZC is going to be 0.025. Now I want to go ahead and find the margin of error. So my E value, the formula for this is going to be ZC times S over square root of N. So my ZC that I just found was at 0.025. S is at 2.4 divided by 25 bears, or the square root of 25 bears. And that's going to give me a 0.025 times 2.4 over 5, because the square root of 25 is 5. And so let's go ahead and divide the parentheses and then multiply by 0.25. 0.025, excuse me. And then your margin of error is going to be 0.012. And that is your answer. All right, you guys, that's basically all that I have for you today. So for practice, what I would like you guys to do is there is a video right here that I would like you guys to watch. That I am going to put it into a tiny URL so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. So let's go ahead and minimize this a little bit. All right, so your video is gonna be right here. It's in this white link right here, capital L, capital A. It's 11 minutes. Make sure you guys click on this or type it in and then watch the video itself. And then afterwards, you have a choice of a Kahoot or a Quizzes. Now, what the quiz is, you could pick any of the questions for the confidence interval. I'm also going to go ahead and put it into a tiny URL so it's a little bit easier for you guys to do this. So it's in this turquoise link right here, capital E. And then if you decide to do the Kahoot, you can pick whichever one you would like. And I'm also going to put that into a shorter link for you guys so it's a little bit easier for you guys to type in. All right, and if you look at it, it's the link right here, capital Q, capital G, and it's for Kahoot in the purple. Do not worry about the homework for today. We're not going to jumpstart it just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and cross that out. And of course, if you're like, I really don't want to type these links in, what else can I do to get to this? Well, you can just go to the Google Doc, you guys. So if you were to go to the Google Doc, which is right here for this class, go to week 1 Tuesday. If you take a look at, do you see how the link is right there? So you can just kind of click on it itself. So that way it's a lot easier to do. All right, you guys, that's basically it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And as always, stay safe and healthy. Take care.